Hi, readers. Welcome back to the Toppling TBR. I'm Stacey.
And I'm Hannah. And you've been following us this whole time. You followed us on the Throne of Glass journey. And today we're gonna switch it up and do something a little silly. We're gonna kind of recap the episode and play some fun games. We're gonna call it Throne of Laughs.
Yeah,
So
I love
I'm gonna
that.
start off strong. We can play Kiss Mary Kill.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm
All right.
ready. Let's do
I'll,
this.
I'll draw for you. Let's see. Your first one will be Mort, of course.
I'll kiss him. I'll
Okay.
kiss.
He's pretty cheeky. Oh, and Sorsha.
A kiss.
You gotta pick one in each category. We gotta have a kiss,
Oh.
a marry, and a kill for your each set of.
No, okay. Okay, kill.
I mean, it already
She's
happened,
used to
right?
being dead.
All right.
Okay. So
Let's
who
see.
am I
I'm gonna
marrying?
stir it up. I
Oh
have
my
like
god, who am I
everybody.
marrying? Who am I marrying then?
You're marrying Sartag.
I can live with that. I can live
Yeah,
with that. Okay, good. Okay.
that's not a bad one.
No, that is not bad at all. I like
All
that.
right, let's see. I'll go. The Ritterak. I'm gonna go ahead and kill him.
That
Someone
was
will get
probably the
to-
best plan.
Yeah. I got Iskra yellow legs for my second one. What is this round?
Oh my. Okay. What are you gonna do?
I mean, I'm definitely not
Kiss
gonna
him, right?
marry her, so I guess I'll kiss her, even though she's like
Oh,
described
I
as
know that's not a good
disgusting.
option.
I mean, I'll kiss her to distract her while I kill her. I'm gonna put her
They're
on.
all good plan. Smart.
All right, so who am I gonna marry? Watch it be someone just as
Come on,
bad.
be a good one. Be a good one.
That was a trash round. I got a Stygian spider. Okay, but technically, would I be giving it my years, aka in dedication? So I would just have unlimited spider silk. I could maybe live with
Oh,
that.
maybe.
That's
Ooh.
that
You
was
wouldn't
a
like to
trash
think of anything
round.
else.
The world is not in my favor today. All right, let's do another couple
Ooh.
rounds. All right, you got first one. It's Irene.
Kiss.
And Aelin.
Marry.
You said Mary.
Yeah.
All
Oh, I could
right.
be queen consort.
Absolutely. She's hilarious and she's a badass. So I would definitely marry her too.
Exactly.
So that means you're killing Kale.
Ooh.
I know that one hits you hard.
Oh, never mind. I couldn't kill Aelin even if I wanted to.
Yeah. I don't think I
Mm.
could ever kill Irene either. First of all, she's pregnant. Second of
Oh,
all, she's just so sweet.
she is so sweet. Yeah, Kale would
Yeah.
have had to have died in that round. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
accept that.
All right. I'll do another one for me. Let's see. You got some good people. All right. Hopefully, I'm holding
Yeah.
out hope that I do too. Cashin.
Hmm.
Due to my last round, I don't want to kill him.
No.
But there's so many I feel like I got most of the bad people out of the way.
Yeah,
I'll kiss
maybe.
him. I'll kiss him.
Okay. That's probably a safe bet right there.
Yeah. That way I have a good spot and a bad spot left.
Too right.
I will kill Maeve.
Yes.
Bye. And this game hates me.
Who are you
Oh my
marrying?
god, this game hates me. I'll give you one guess. Terrible
Vulcan.
villain. No.
Oh!
I'm marrying Arobyn. Yeah, you wanna come to the wedding?
At least you'd be rich.
Oh my god. Give me shares. I don't like this game.
You are losing this game. I'm not even touching this. You can't even blame me. I'm not touching anything.
I'm not either. I'm gonna have you tell me when to stop next. You wanna do one more round?
Yeah, let's do one more round. Let's see if
Okay.
you get a good round.
Alright, you wanna go in or do you wanna go again?
Yeah, do one more round.
Okay. Alright. Alright, your first one is Ansel of Briarcliff.
Mm. I'm hoping a cadre is gonna come up to marry, so I'll kiss.
I was about to say everyone's in here. I mean, even
Yeah.
more. So,
Is
all right.
Erewhon in there?
All right. You said kiss for Ansel? Okay.
Yeah.
Duke Parrington.
We'll kill.
Yeah, bye. Especially in that body. I'd take up an Erewhon's body all day over Duke's body.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will be marrying Sam.
I could well, dies young. Yeah, that'll do. That
That's not
wasn't
bad.
that bad! You
No,
rolled
it
the bad
wasn't.
ones.
You had 3 good rounds. All right. First one, Rowan. Honestly, he's probably one of my least favorite males in this whole series.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, I think he's so boring. So I'm definitely
yeah.
not gonna marry him because I don't wanna be tied down to him forever, but I will kiss him. He's boring. Give me Dorian. Okay, Lorcan. Probably should have married Rowan.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I was
kill
gonna
Lorcan.
say.
Sorry. Bye, Lorcan. I'm holding out hope. Okay, so I will marry Nezrin. That's not bad. I can deal with that.
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
She's pretty boring
Oh my god, that
too,
was
but it's okay. That game hates me. I quit.
oh my god, that was so
Bye.
funny. It was so bad
The
for
last one
you.
wasn't the worst.
Okay. Okay. Let's calm down.
All right.
Oh man, my face hurts now. Ah, that was so funny. That was really
What?
bad for you.
My first round was terrible. I got 3 villains.
You did. Maybe that's just like what you bring to you. Maybe you're just, you like
I
to
like
live
the
on the
bad
edge a
guys.
little dangerously.
I
That
say I
was
like the bad guys.
perfect.
I typically go for, like, the guy in the book that that is kind of, like, broody a little bit, but also has, like, golden retriever energy at times. Like, I don't go straight for the dark
Yeah.
guy. Whatever.
You like a little variety in your men.
I have to
I
have
like it.
playfulness in there. Like, I'll take a dark, brooding male, whatever, all day, but you have to be able to have a good time. I don't see that in, like,
Nice.
what I said with Rowan or Lorcan or anything like that, which is why I'm like,
You know what? If I had to pick between Rowan and Lorcan, I probably would have picked Rowan over Lorcan, though.
that's why I was like, well, I can't marry Lorcan now that I didn't marry Rowan.
Yeah, that would make you weird. That would make you really weird. Yeah. That was not a good option.
That's
Okay.
okay.
Are you ready? Are you ready for my first question?
Yes.
Okay. So pick a character. It can be any of them. And now that character has their own reality TV show. What are you going to call it? Based on who they are as a person.
I'm gonna go with Lysandra
I did
because
too.
I feel like there'd be endless possibilities. I'm gonna call it Shift Happens. And I could just envision it being like a prank show, like, she just wears people's skins or animals and just, like, fucks around with people, and you film and see how long it takes them to figure out that she's not the person that she says she is.
I love that. Okay, you know what? You win that because I actually did pick Lysandra as well, and I had in my head that she would have like a dating show. We had this game show back in the UK called Blind Date, and this a woman and a man would have to pick out of 3 contestants he can't see, and I was like, I'll call it Ditch or Bite because she's
It's her
shifts
fight,
into
okay.
animals.
No. I actually like that answer. I was like, "Okay," it took me a while. I was like, "I don't know, you could have a game show with, like reality show with literally any of these people."
Yeah,
But I feel like Lysandra is the most interesting one.
she would be the most intriguing. Like I can see people being drawn to
Alluring.
her. Like charismatic. She's really
Yeah,
charismatic, and I like that. But that's
for sure.
funny we picked the same person because we could have picked
Yeah,
anybody.
and
That's
I
so
went back
fucking
and forth
funny.
too, but Lysandra is the one, so we do agree there. I'll take that.
Yeah. Yeah, she'd have a great show.
Okay, if you had to do karaoke with a character, who would it be and what song are you duetting?
Ooh, okay. Ain't No Mountain High Enough, and I think I'd do it with Rowan.
Rowan?
Yeah, because I think he'd hate it, and it would be so
You
fucking funny.
would. he would.
He
Okay, so
would detest that.
I actually was very indecisive on this one because my mind started, like, coming up with more and more song options. So, I
Yeah.
actually also picked Rowan, but
Did
I
you
had
really?
3 song options. Yeah, I had 3 song options.
Okay,
Okay.
give it to me.
My first one was, Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas
Ooh.
because 'cause he's got wind power, and then I had also Let It Go from Frozen
Nice.
and
Nice.
Ice Baby. I was trying to
That would
play
be
on all I was
epic.
trying to play on his powers. He would
That's so
hate all
fucking
of them.
funny. Oh. That's hilarious. I fucking love that. That was
I
awesome.
also had a second choice if I went with Aelin, like, I stuck on the power line, but to do "We Didn't Start the Fire." I
Nice.
can't even say my next choice
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, vibrate. I love that. I didn't think that hard about it, and you're like, "I got loads." I love that. I could
Yeah,
just see him doing Frozen. Just
I could
let it
too.
go.
He'd be angry singing, but yeah, he'd probably participate.
We like this. That'd
Yeah,
be fucking
I'd get
hilarious.
Aelin to
That'd be
make him
brilliant.
do it.
Yep. Like, you're not getting anything out of me until you do it.
Mhm.
God,
Yep,
that'd be so funny. I just thought he'd hate it the most. Like, he would be the one standing there like this.
absolutely. Well, I don't know, Lorcan would hate it too.
I could kind of see him going with it in the end, though. I don't know. I
If
just
he's very
kinda
okay with the
like, it start
lead.
off being
Yeah,
yeah, I could see him being a little bit more fun with it because he had to join the carnival people, right? Like, he was doing the traveling. I could kinda see him kinda getting into it.
oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah, I forgot about that, you're right.
'cause I could see him, like, taking it on, yeah, having some of that. Okay, sorry. This one was really hard for me to answer because I couldn't even answer why I didn't like my least favorite character, but who's your least favorite character that wasn't a bad guy?
This one was hard for you? This was so easy
Yeah.
for me. Adian, hands down.
Really? See, I kind
Yes.
of no. I don't you know what? Yeah, I can see why you picked him. For me, it was Rolf.
Oh, I love
Every
Raw.
oh, no, I don't know, right from Assassin's Blade and just the way he was and this whole slave thing. I still haven't forgiven him for having slaves in the first place and being upset about it.
True,
He was just being a
true.
little baby. This is a grown ass man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. He got to me, really got to me.
I,
Batman.
weirdly like him. I don't know what it is about him. I can't tell you, like, a certain characteristic that I like about him. I feel
No,
like I don't know, I feel like he could have been so much worse for, like, the position. He's a pirate. Pirates are
yeah, I
supposed to
guess
be
so.
that way, you know? And he's pretty open-minded, or at least, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Amenable? That's not the right word I'm looking for, but, like, he's willing to work with you, you know? I don't
Yeah.
know. I
Yeah,
like
I
him.
can
I like
kinda
him.
see that.
I
He
feel like
could have
he'd be
been
fun to
worse. I
mess
don't know,
with.
there was just something about every time his name came up, it just rubbed me the wrong way a little bit, I don't know. Weird. Alien was
Right.
fine up until, like, the end, I think. Like, he really irritated me at the end.
Yeah.
That's only 'cause Lissandra's awesome.
Oh, Lysandra is awesome. Yeah, Adian is my least favorite one that we know well. Obviously, there are other
Yeah.
characters that we don't get to know as well, like Argon and, stuff like that,
Yeah.
they're kinda boring because we don't know them. But, yeah, Adian's my answer.
Good.
And yours is Rolf?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Which book ended up being your favorite, and which one ended up being your least favorite?
That was really the favorite one was hard because some of them were all really exceptional, but Empire of Storms was my favorite.
Was
Like,
it?
after I weighed everything out, I'm like, "Yeah, that's where I really got excited." Like, that was
Yeah, that
where I
was a
was like,
very
"Yeah."
action-packed book.
Yeah, that was the magic for me was right there, and then I was held all the way through the rest of the series.
Yeah.
So, I think that one amped me, and you know my least favorite, Assassin's Blade. That's
Yeah?
yeah, I'm not a massive fan of short stories anyway, and I don't know, like, I only really enjoyed a couple of them, so yeah, I'm much care for that.
Okay. I am torn. I think if Kingdom of Ash wasn't the last book and we didn't get that, like, beautiful wrap-up ending, I don't think it would have been my favorite,
Yeah.
but I have that as tied for a favorite with
Mm.
Queen of Shadows.
Yeah.
I
See, I ummed and
love
ahed
Queen of
Queen of
Shadows.
Shadows. Yeah,
You what?
I ummed and ahed, and I'm like, I think Empire Storm's just I don't know, it set the tone for me, and
Yeah,
I was
I
hooked.
just Queen of Shadows was a little bit unlike the other books, like, it did have action in its own way, but it was like, I don't know, it was like I just think it's a masterpiece from start to finish. It touched on all the characters that I really, like, enjoyed. Like, I love the Arobyn story. I love still getting to see Selena a little bit, and also
Yeah,
Aelin. Like, I liked the dual side of her. But yeah, no, Queen of Shadows for sure for me. And then my
nice.
least favorite is probably Throne of Glass. Throne of Glass and Assassin's Blade are pretty close.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoyed them both, but they also didn't bring a lot to the table for me.
No, you know what, you're right. Throne of Glass I think Throne of Glass, as far as starting the series went, was pretty decent, but not a lot
Yeah.
happened. I remember you saying you were like, "Well, what really happens?" I'm like, "I guess not a lot, really."
No, not
Yeah,
really. I mean, she gets, what, named champion? That's pretty much it. But we
yeah,
learned at the, like, page 1 that that's what was intended to happen, so
yeah. No, I can see where you're coming from. That makes sense. Okay.
cool.
So what part oh, no, did is it your question?
No, I think it's yours. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter, but I think it's yours.
What part did you love the most in any book in the series?
Okay, so I was able to narrow it down to 3 parts.
Ooh. Yeah, yeah, give them to me.
'Cause I just these 3 just popped into my head, and I'm like, "You know what? I can't take any of them out." And I said earlier that I really loved the duel getting to see Aelin and Selena, so 2 of those are that. So one of
Okay.
them is at the end of Queen of Shadows when she walks into Arobyn's manor or whatever after or the Assassin's Keep after he died, and she puts
Yeah,
on her Selena face,
yeah,
and, like, Rowan and everybody get to see her in that skin. First of all, that's the first time we get to see her brilliance,
yes.
and I forgot I missed that asshole. Like, she's an asshole when she's Selena, and I loved it.
Yeah.
So that's
I
one.
love
The second one is both the next ones are both from Empire of Storms. So whenever they go to Skulls Bay and Lysander is pretending to be Aelin to Rolf, and then
yeah,
Aelin walks in and he's like, "What the hell? Do you have a twin?" I
yeah,
loved that part. And then if I had to pick one favorite part, I think it would probably be when they're at the tower in I don't remember where they are. They're traveling and Aelin literally acts like she's blowing out a candle and she burns the dude from the inside out. That was so cool to me.
yeah.
That was so cool.
That was so brilliant. I love
Yeah.
that. You picked some really good moments, not gonna lie, some really good moments.
Yeah. What was yours?
See, for me, I kind of there wasn't really one key thing. It was more the best part of the whole series for me was watching Manon's journey
Oh,
from like developing a conscience, finding a praxis. When she learns she's Kraken, and then she joins Aelin, then she takes her crown. Like for me, the whole I think if Manon had had her own book, I think I would have loved that. It would have been my favorite. Like that was
yes.
solid for me, like start to finish,
Yes.
like brilliant.
I agree. I think Manon is like I don't know if she's my absolute favorite character, but she's close, if not I love
Yeah.
them all so much, I don't wanna, like, pick a favorite because I but Manon is, like, probably my favorite female character for sure.
I think her journey was so beautifully well-rounded. She started off on one side, and you saw, like, the development of her becoming who she become at the end and
Yeah.
capturing Durian's heart, and I don't know, I can't really pick out one moment because her story was just so phenomenal. It was
Yeah.
brilliant. And she's so
People talk
funny too,
about
like, some of the crap she comes out with.
in, like, a way that you would never expect. She's not the type of humor for everybody, like, she's not, like, laugh out
Yeah.
loud funny, but she's I love her.
I know she's
I've
dark
actually
humor.
I've actually seen people and they're like, if Sarah J. Maas went into the world of, this world again and wrote another book or a novella, like, what would you want? And I'm like, honestly, the only answer for me would be Dorian and Manon.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
if we went with Aelin and Rowan, we'd get a pregnancy trope, which I don't need. Which, I mean, we know
no,
they're gonna have kids because of their vision, right? I don't need
yeah.
to see that, though.
No, I don't either. I for me, maybe Lysandra, like, that would be
In her
nice.
Caravan. Yeah.
Yeah. But no,
And,
I'm the
I mean
same. I want to see Manon.
yeah, and part of me is like, "Oh, it would be cool to see, the new Torres Sesame in Rifthold," but we got a whole book of Irene's healing, so I don't need another one.
No.
Just to know that she did it would be cool, but I don't need to be front seat for it.
Nah.
So, yeah, I would
I'm not
love
invested in anyone else.
no,
Anon.
Anon and Dorian because they kinda left it open-ended,
Yeah,
so it'd be really
I didn't
cool
like
to see not only to see that, but we would be able to see Dorian's aerial legion with the other Wyverns and stuff. That would be
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Ooh, yeah, I could totally see there being another book.
I
I
wish.
like it.
I think and I didn't look into it, but someone I saw on social media posted, and they were like, "Oh, SJM said something about the world that she's writing in isn't gonna be, what is it, Valaris? Is that Qatar? For one of
Yeah.
her next books." So I'm like, "Well, it's either Crescent City or she's gonna jump into Throne of Glass."
I thought she said she wasn't ever going back to Throne of Glass. That would be intriguing, though.
I don't know. I've seen both sides of statements. I need to actually, like, do my own research instead of just watch people's videos on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm terrible for that one. I do that a lot too. Like, I
Yeah.
get a lot of my information that way, and you get a lot of AI junk now too. Like, "Ooh, look at this
Oh.
clip for this movie," and I'm like, "That's not real. That person's dead."
Yeah. Or wait, you said there's 3 actors on there, and that's all the same actress on all 3 of those pictures. I saw one like that recently.
Yeah, ridiculous. So it's really hard to trust what's true and what's not. So you're right. You never know. Or she could be writing
No.
something else. She was starting a new series.
Ugh, I don't want her I mean, I love her storytelling, and I love everything, her characters, all of that. I wouldn't be mad if she started a new series, but I would like her to finish one of her 2 ongoing series before she does, because that would just drag out the time that we get each book.
Yeah, I kind of.
Unless she somehow overlaps them all. That would be really cool to have more pieces coming
Ooh.
together.
That would be I could see a trilogy where, like, she pulls the characters from all 3 of her series. That could be kinda
Well, we
neat.
saw in Throne of Glass whenever Aelin was flying over, we get a little tiny glimpse over Sand and Feyre.
Yeah. That would be fun. Honestly, I hope she
And
finishes A Court of Thorns and Roses. I think that
we
needs
sh
to end.
well, that one has more books out too. So Crescent City only has 3. And I mean, if we look at like, the 8-book series of Throne of Glass, or 7, I guess technically if Assassin's Blade
Technically
or
7,
Nova
yeah.
was,
Well,
then we
she's
could
about to
be
do
close to
6,
ending
right?
ACOTAR.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's about to do 6 unless you count Frost and Starlight as a half book, then it would be 5.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
But
But it
yeah,
was kind of a filler
I'm
book.
ready.
It
I don't even
wasn't.
know, like, each end of her book, I feel like is, like, somewhat wrapped up in a sense, like, I wasn't expecting Silver Flames to be Nesta's story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Intriguing.
we
I'm
shall
intrigued.
see.
Yes, we shall.
Alright, next question.
I'm ready.
Alright, pick a character and choose their Halloween costume, or pick a few characters,
Ooh.
however many you came up with.
Okay. I think I would put Aelin and I would dress her up as Elsa from Frozen because I think she'd look
Okay,
badass like that.
she would.
And she would go with Rowan. And Rowan, I could totally see him dressed as a pumpkin with like the little hat
Okay,
with the green spikes on top.
he's growling.
I'm horrible. I'm really horrible. Whatever's gonna make him like hate the most would be brilliant.
Rowan is supposed to be grumpy, so that's perfect.
He is really grumpy. He is really grumpy. Like, I could
Ah,
see him not wanting to go or wearing a shirt
yeah,
saying, "I'm with Elsa," and an arrow.
right? He's not lively enough to be Olaf or
No.
smart.
No.
He could be the
No, because
reindeer.
that would be funny, though.
Ben,
That'd be fun. Fuck, that would be hilarious. I
okay,
could
is that the
see.
one you did, or do you have any others?
Yeah. No, 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 I only paired those 2 together because I thought it would be funny that she would get right into it and he wouldn't.
I actually did a pairing too, but my favorite one that I did was an individual. I did Lorcan, and I could so see him as Miss Trunchbull from Matilda. He's got the hair to put him in a bun and everything.
Oh my god, that'd be brilliant!
Yeah,
Oh,
that
I
was
could
I
see it.
laughed out loud whenever I pictured that one.
Oh, that's freaking hell, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. You win. You win, that's
And then
brilliant.
I pictured for Rowan and Aelin, I did a dual one as well. Rowan as Shrek and Aelin as Donkey.
Nice. I could see
Not that
that.
she would like to dress up as a donkey, but it kind of fits her personality a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. That's
And then
excellent.
I had 2 more. I put Fenris as Jack Sparrow, and
Ooh, yeah.
I did Vaughn as Waldo because where's Waldo?
Yeah, that's clever. We never really did see that one, did we?
No, we didn't.
Mentioned. That's weird. That was a weird thing for her to add in there. I'm not gonna lie. That was bizarre.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she forgot about him. Like, someone said
Yeah.
that, they were asking about him, she was like, "Yeah, no, I don't know. I forgot about Vaughn."
Oh, whoops.
I mean, it happens. You have a large cast of characters.
That is hilarious. That was so funny.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay,
Yeah.
so getting back to liking and hating, which part did you hate the most?
Honestly, this one was really hard for me to answer because I freaking loved the book as a whole, and even the parts that I disliked in the moment, they had such
Yeah,
a good, like, redeeming arc, like, stemming from that, that I don't hate them.
yeah,
So, I guess things that were not rewarded from that are all of the mean moments from Adian towards Lysandra.
yeah.
Like, that was unnecessary. Um,
Massively unnecessary.
I couldn't really think of anything. Like, I just love the series so much. There's nothing I hate about it. What about you?
For me, it was when Arobyn bought Lysandra's virginity.
Oh, with
Like
all of Aelin's money?
with all of Aelin's money, that really just I don't know why it felt I was disgusted. Like it still sticks
Yeah.
out in my head right now that I'm absolutely disgusted.
Yeah, I didn't go that far back, but yeah, Arrowbyn actually has quite a few scenes that are but it
Yeah,
makes
that was a
but
big
that
one for
makes
me.
Lysandra killing him just more rewarded, like, more, I don't know,
I
poetic
know.
in a way.
I don't know. It really was icky to me because I don't know. Back when it happened, it was quite gross. But the more I
Yeah.
learn about Lysandra and I love her, I'm really, I can't let it go. I know they're just fiction, but I can't let it go. I'd kill
Yeah,
him twice.
I'm really glad she was the one to kill him. She deserved it for sure. But
Oh,
I'm
definitely.
thinking back to whenever I did Queen of Shadows and all the other books, and every single time I wrote Arrowbyn's name down, I wrote "ew." I wrote "ew"
Yeah.
next to her name, so he is gross.
He is disgusting. He is disgusting. He probably was the big bad for me. I know he's not really the big bad, but yeah, there was
No.
nothing there.
Well,
I'm so glad he was dead.
yeah, me too, but he is kind of the big bad though because he's just human. Like, the Vogue
Yeah,
villains are a league of their own. Even the witch, the matrons are a league of their own. He's the only human villain that's terrible, right?
yeah, yeah.
I mean, Kale's dad sucks, but it's not on the same level.
No, Chaos that's just he's just a horrible human being. Arobyn,
Yeah.
God, fucking monster. Still angry.
Right. Same, same. I wish we would have got to see his death.
It's me too. Someone
Or
rip
at
out.
least, like, what word am I looking for? Not isolation, but, like, them cast him out and, like, not allow him
Yeah. What
ostration.
about if
That's not a word.
They had waited until Lysandra's magic had come back and then put him in a cage and she tormented him as that big beast. That would have been epic. Like, just
That
scratching
would've
at him. Like, hate
not
him.
sure that that fits Lysandra's character, but I like it for Kale's dad.
Ooh, yeah. Like, just like and turning into all the kinds of monsters that he really hates, and he's stuck in a cage.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm horrible. It's a good thing I'm not a bad person. I'd be horrible.
I could torture him, no problem.
Yeah, I'm disgusting. I'm a disgusting person.
Alright, you ready for the next one? You're not
Yes.
disgusting, I like it. Alright. Who would you date but not marry?
Dorian. I think he would be a phenomenal, like, no strings attached, kinda go on dates, have some fun, but not get serious with. I think he'd be great
Use
for
your
that.
invisible hands on me.
Oh, yeah. I think he'd be fantastic for that. Like, no feelings, no crossing boundaries, be brilliant.
Yeah. I
He's
actually
fun.
put Manon, so we're
Who
on
did you pick?
opposite ends of that spectrum.
Yeah, well, you'd marry him. So who did you pick for fun?
I picked Manon
Yeah.
for not to date, but not to marry. Yeah, I feel like, first of all, she'd take me flying.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like she would be interesting, and I would enjoy my time with her, but not enough to marry her and, like, commit to her all the time. Anybody else I
She's
could honestly see myself marrying in this series, most of them at least.
yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I could see Manon being a fun time with no strings. Yeah. Doing the cool stuff. Yeah. I like it. I like it. So speaking of Manon, you've joined her 13 as a new member. What are you going to call your wyvern?
Okay, so I actually was having such a hard time coming up with an answer for this one. I'm very
Really?
indecisive. Yeah, I'm too indecisive. I had like 100 options. And so I asked my husband what he would name his wyvern or wyvern, and his answer was hilarious. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do that. So he said that he would name his wyvern Tiddlewinks. And when I said Tiddlewinks, he goes, yeah, and I'm going to call it Lewy. I'm
Oh,
going to take that because it made me laugh.
I like that. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty freaking funny. I went with Storm Dancer.
Storm Dad.
Yeah. Up in the
Yeah, it's
sky,
like
flying through
dangerous, but
every
also like
weather.
beautiful.
I really struggled with that one too. I was like putting things together.
My initial thought was Tonks or Tallulah, and I was like, those are not wyvern names.
Ooh. Yeah, it's hard because you want something like beast-like to instill some fear, but you want something nice. It was a
Yeah,
hard question, I'm not gonna lie.
it was for sure. Right. What would be your shape-shifting animal if you got to choose?
Okay, so I went with Phoenix because they can fly,
That was my
they can
first thought,
carry
but then I was like, "Wait, that's not a real animal," so I changed it.
you're shape-shifting. Lysandra did all kinds of weird shit that doesn't really
Okay,
exist from
then I'm gonna do a phoenix
mythology.
too because that was my answer, and then I changed it.
I was like 'cause I was like that, I was like, some kind of cat maybe, and I'm like, "Wait, Lysandra turned into mythical creatures, so clearly, as long as you
Yeah,
can envision it, you can turn into it." So I'm like, "Phoenix," because they have healing tears. Like, that's a handy little fucking thing to do.
yeah, and you'd be able to fly, and technically you're fireproof. Like, there's all positive things from it.
Exactly. Like, I
Um,
love
so
it.
so that's my, like, realistic, I'm a badass answer, yeah? And then for fun, I was like, "Okay, well, I'm playful," right? And I was like, "So maybe a fox, like, I'm clever and playful," and then I was like, "But I also kinda
Oh.
wanna be able to fly." I was like, "What animal can do that?" So I was like, "Ooh, a sugar glider." So for fun, I
Oh,
would
yeah.
do a sugar glider.
That's so funny. I asked It's funny because I asked my daughter, I'm like, "What animal would you pick for me?" And she said, "A sloth." I'm like, "Really?" She's like, "Yeah, you like to take naps." And walked off. I'm like, "Wow, thanks. I'm not
Oh
picking
my
that."
god. Well, you love me, huh?
Yeah, thanks. Like, wow. And because she was so straight faced about it, there was no like, she wasn't joking. That's honestly what she thinks about me. Thanks.
Love it.
Okay. So Dorian has some pretty cool gifts. What magical party trick would you make him do?
So there are so many options, right? With his invisible hands, he could literally do anything. But I think it would be
Yeah.
really funny, and then everybody throughout the party would be like, "Fuck you, Dorian." If every time people would, like, go if someone said something to him that he didn't like, anytime they'd go to take a sip of their drink, he'd freeze it. And so they'd be like, "Fuck you, Dorian," while simultaneously keeping my
That
drink
would be
full.
pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, that's
It's
small, but
funny
I
because
thought
I
that would
went that would be hilarious. Could you imagine playing beer pong and he's freezing things as you're doing it? Like,
so he's bouncing
trying
out.
to play? Yeah, like, boing. Oh, that would be hilarious. I actually went
That's
freezing as well,
great.
and I went with freezing a pond so people could skate on it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because that's
I like
where
that.
my brain went. You went to the alcohol, and I went to ice skating, which I'm
Well,
not
you
very
said
good at.
party tricks. We're partying.
No, I love that. That's smart.
Alright. Okay, if you had to help one character move apartments, who would you help and why?
So I went with Manon because I think she would be really unmaterialistic and there wouldn't be much to move.
I literally put Manon or a lead, dot, dot, dot. They don't have much.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So I'm like,
They
Aelin
both
loves
have
shoes and stuff. I'm like, fuck
hell
that.
no.
I ain't having
Aylin's
her
got
move.
too
That'll
much
take
stuff.
3 days. Yeah, that'll take 3 days. And someone like Rowan would be like, I don't need your help, little girl.
Another option I had was Dorian because he could help and use his invisible hands to help. So it'd be like,
Yeah.
fraction of the work.
Yeah. Yeah. That would work too.
But
I just
but
don't
yeah,
think a man could
Manon and
ask a
Elite
woman to help him move.
no, but I had Manon or Elite as the least amount of work.
Yeah. I kind of, you know what? I didn't even think of Elite. I was just like, who's going to have the least amount of crap? That was just where my brain went because
Yep,
I'm
same.
lazy. I hate moving. I fucking hate
Same.
moving. I hate
I love
packing.
unpacking though.
Really?
I
You
love
know what?
unpacking. Yes,
It's books. Could you imagine how heavy boxes would be for freaking books?
they are. Every time I move, I have to like put a few books in the box, like do a layer of books and then pack other stuff on top of it because I can't put them all in one box. It's too heavy.
No. Like, I was like, well, because we want to buy a house. And I'm like, my husband's like, "You're not bringing all those books, are you?" I'm like, "Oh, yes, I am." He was like,
Are you
"I am not."
what? How could
Oh,
you ever
yeah.
ask me that?
Yeah, I'm like, what?" Now, I will probably get rid of some because I have a lot of mass market paperbacks. They probably won't come. But yeah, the bulk of my collection will be moving. So I don't
Yeah.
think anyone would help me. Not one of those characters would help me. Maybe they were like, no.
Yeah. That'd be hard. You'd have to put them
Yeah.
all on like a trailer or something.
Yeah.
Something with
Yeah,
wheels you can pull into your new place too.
that would be so bad.
Yup.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
What do you think Dorian would smell like?
That was a hard question for me.
It was really
So,
hard for me too.
yeah, so they explain Lysandra as, like, smelling different, right? 'Cause she's a shifter, so she,
Yeah.
probably takes on a bunch of pieces of different smells. So I put that his scent would be shifting and ever changing, and that it would match the mood or the environment. But
Ooh, that was
that's not
smart.
a specific smell because I couldn't come up with one. I would say, like, pine and whatever else the main love interest has in all the books,
I know,
but
I tried to stay away from that, but in the end, I
yeah.
did put pine. I did,
Did
because what
you?
else are you supposed to say? Like, Old Spice?
Well,
Axe?
pine and
Body spray?
snow Old Spice Axe body spray. So
Cinnamon, maybe? I don't know.
oh, he does like sweets, like, he likes candy and stuff, right?
Yeah. I was so hard, man. I was like, because even after, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know. Like,
no.
I even went and sniffed my
Smell
husband. He's
good.
like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "I need a man smell." He was like, "Please stop smelling me. You're creeping me out now." Because I was like in the kitchen, like,
Dorian probably smells like books
yes, there we go. That's better. I like that. Let's stick with that. Dorian
because
smells
he
like
loves to
books.
read and he's
Yeah, maybe
smart.
like leather. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that works. That works.
and obviously, I like the way he smells, so I'm gonna go with books.
Nice. I like that.
Alright, did which Throne of Glass location would you pick to live in and why?
Picked Antica. I think I'd
Did
go
you?
and yeah,
That's
I think I'd go fly with the
actually
Rocket.
phenomenal.
Yeah, I think that would be amazing. I really do. I think that
Yeah.
would be where I would be most at home.
I actually didn't think of that. I feel like the only reason I put Terracin and the only reason is because that's where all my people are, is what I said.
Yeah,
But Antigua, I really love the, like, all-inclusiveness, like, every god's welcome,
yeah,
everybody's welcome, that's definitely more my
yeah,
vibe. So,
yeah. I was trying to stay away from the idea of a where everybody was people-wise. 'Cause I'm like, otherwise you're just gonna be moving for a person. I wanna move for me. I wanna find my
yeah.
place for me.
Antigua actually would probably be my real answer because I didn't think about that, but Terracin, I'm not big on the cold, and it's very snowy up there.
Yeah, I don't like snow.
And they did describe Antigua as, like, beautiful and, like, very calm, low crime.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
exactly where I
that's a
wanna
good
live.
answer. I'm gonna steal that one. That's also mine.
Which character
Alright,
would you job swap with?
whichever one has the least amount of work. No, I put Irene. I
Really?
put Irene. I like healing. I've always enjoyed healing. It'd be
Ooh,
stressful, but also it'd be so rewarding, and it's not like battle, you know?
yeah. That's funny because I
Would you
thought you were gonna pick the same as me. because I went with Aelin because I could be queen. I could fucking do that job.
Really?
I'm like,
Yeah,
"You're a
that's too
Leo
much work
too.
for
I
me.
bet you." That's not, I like
I
people too. Like,
could.
I don't know. Healing sounds really like she gets tired and stuff after. I don't want to be wiped out.
Yeah, but Aelin gets wiped out anytime she uses her magic too, and I bet she's gonna get wiped out even more now because she doesn't have as much magic. I don't know.
True, but if you're ruling, you don't necessarily need magic to do that. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
funny. Like, I didn't
you're
even
right.
think of
No, I've
Irene.
always been super interested in healing.
Oh, I could see
I'm
that.
a
I could see that
healer,
for you, actually. That does make more sense.
but I'm also a fire
Makes more
breathing
sense.
bitch queen at times. It depends on my mood.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, there you go. Because she has healing powers too. So
Yeah, true. Okay. What is the most ridiculous thing Selena has ever done?
you know what? This one, I was like, I can't think of anything, and then I did, and then I remembered that at Christmas somebody left her candies, and she was fucking eating them before she knew that Dorian had given them to her. I'm like, how
George, she
fucking
ate them
stupid is that? It's
all.
like the flying in the castle, and you're eating fucking candy. You don't know where the fuck it came from. I'm like, what the hell? So yeah,
I mean, yeah, but she can smell poisons, right? She's good at that, unless it's
I know, but
belladonna or whatever.
seriously, you have no
Well,
idea
yeah.
if somebody didn't put them somewhere. I'm like, that was really like I couldn't believe that. I could believe it.
I mean, she's got a huge sweet tooth, so I can believe it, but I actually this one was really hard for me to answer. I didn't put an answer. I just think in general, her cockiness whenever she's
Yeah,
talking to, like, figures of authority, like, yeah, I know they're technically ranked below her, but, like, before she was named queen or, coronated. Just
yeah,
her audacity, I guess, would be her most ridiculous thing.
I can see that.
It's deserved. She's able to do it, but my jaw dropped quite a few times whenever she was, saying shit to people, basically
Oh yeah.
talking shit to people.
Yeah. Shit, that could have gone really, really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
So, but no, I didn't have any one particular time or instance.
That's all right. You're right. I agree with you there. Okay.
Yeah.
So Aelin spends a lot of time in disguise. Can you think of a really ridiculous name that she could use in future?
The only thing I came up with was Duchess of Dramatic Interests. Dramatic
Nice.
Interests. Yeah.
See, this one I found really easy because I love
Really?
stuff like this. Okay. I love stuff like this. Things like holidays, holidays,
Uh,
Sandy Banks, candy bar, Wanda Rin. And this
okay.
one is my absolute favorite. Ophelia Payne. So I feel your pain because she likes to
Oh
hurt
my god.
people.
Oh
Ophelia
my god.
Payne.
I feel your pain. I like it.
I had so many, I had to trim them off.
Did you really? Should do rapid fire new Aelin names. I like it.
God, I'm so bad. I'm so bad.
I love it. All right. We'll move to would you rathers. Would you rather be trained by Arobyn or Kale?
Kale.
This one was I put Kale as well, but this one was actually kind of hard for me to answer because yes, you will be a talented fighter no matter who you train with, but if you train with Arobyn, you'll be like an assassin, not just a warrior.
I know, but I didn't want to become him. And I think I'm very susceptible to stuff like that. So I had to take the most good route because I think I
Yeah.
could be horrible.
Yeah, I end up choosing Kale too, not for that reason, but because I wanted to like enjoy my time while I was training and not feel like
Yeah.
belittled or put down.
Yeah. Well, he abusive too, right? You don't do things
Yeah.
right. No,
Yeah.
I
So
don't
I
like
was like,
shit like that.
I'll be a little bit less incredible
Yeah.
of a warrior and I will enjoy my life while I learn.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
All right. Would you rather fight alongside Manon in the 13 or in Aelin's court?
Manon and the 13. I don't know. I think
That,
I'd fit better there.
yeah, I could see that. That was my answer too, but I changed it. I had initially put Aelin's court because I would find more humor in that and I like to laugh.
Yeah.
But then I was like, "Ooh, but wyverns. I
Yeah.
want to fly."
Come on.
So
Come on.
I
Honestly.
changed it.
I don't think you could go wrong with either answer, but I just think I'd be better off there.
All right. Would you rather get relationship advice from Lorcan or Adian?
I put neither. I'm sorry. I would
Neither.
rather fumble around in the fucking dark than ask either of those 2 idiots.
Yeah. I put Lorcan, but it wasn't like, "Oh, I actually want his advice." It was like, if I have to choose one.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I
Lorcan
don't it definitely wouldn't be Alien. I would definitely not be Alien
no.
because that's
Lorcan had a
just
few cute redeeming moments.
yeah.
Like, I don't know, he's very protective and, sweet enough to give his shirt for her, period, and stuff
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
true. Yeah,
It's
okay,
his
fine. I would if I had to, I would do Lorcan and yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's his own type of romance and sweet, and it definitely does not fit every woman, but,
Works
the
for lead.
intention is there.
Yeah, he had the best intentions.
Would you rather have Manon's iron teeth or Aylin's fire wielding?
Fire wielding. I don't think I'd
Yeah.
look so great with the teeth.
No, and you have to be in such close quarters to use them too. And
The
then you're
thought of biting someone,
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking too with Lysandra whenever she was, like, spitting out all the black fog blood. I'm like,
ugh,
And then you use your iron teeth, you've literally got Vogue or human remains
ugh,
in your mouth. No.
no, ugh, no.
I'd take the
Yeah, no,
iron nails before I would take the teeth.
yeah, I could do the nails, I guess, but definitely not the teeth. Oh,
I
dude,
actually
no.
wouldn't mind the nails, like, being able to put them out and take them in at will. Like, you could eat Cheetos without getting your fingers dirty.
That's true.
That's
That's very
always
true.
my thing whenever I want a snack and I'm reading, I'm like, "Ah, my fingers are dirty."
Yeah, that really it's one of the reasons why I don't snack when I'm reading because 'cause I'm really messy. I once borrowed a book off my friend, and I was eating spaghetti, and I made splatters all over the page. I had to borrow a new copy.
Did you?
Like, yeah. I was like my husband was like, "Stacey," I was he was like, "You know better." I'm like,
I
"Whoops."
have a friend
So I
that
don't
snacks
eat
a
and
lot.
read.
I have a friend that snacks a lot while she reads. I don't usually, because I read really late at night. I'm a night reader. If I have
Yeah.
kids, I can't read during the day unless they're napping. So she eats chips and, like, cashews and all that stuff, and she uses chopsticks to eat her
Oh,
stuff.
that's smart.
It
I'd spend
is.
more
I'm
time trying to get them out the bowl, though.
no, I'm really good with chopsticks, though,
I
but I
don't
still haven't
use
tried it
them
out.
very often. It's
Mm.
clever, though.
Yeah? Alright, let's see. Would you rather pledge allegiance to Maeve or the King of Otterlin?
This one was hard, but I did pick Maeve in the end.
Same.
Yeah. I was like, but he's not. He's trying really hard to fight against it, but I'm like, I'd still I went with Maeve. I don't know. I
I
just
think that Erewhon and I mean, I hate to categorize it like this, but it's kinda like a guy versus a girl, right? Like, I feel like Erewhon is very, like, destructive, like, power hungry, this and that, and Maeve also is, but in a different way. She's more in your head. She's more, like,
yeah.
emotional and all of that, and I feel like with Erewhon or the King of Otterlin, there was so
Yeah.
much, like, evil and death and, like, outwardly that you could see and not just, quietly in your mind. I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, I was with you. I picked Maeve in the end, and I was very settled on my
Same.
decision.
Yeah. Alright. Would you rather join the Silent Assassins or train with the Krakens?
Train with the Krokens. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I
I don't know.
chose
I
the
feel
Silent
more witch than
Assassins.
assassin. Yeah, I feel more witchy than
I
assassin.
I could see myself assassin. I can't see myself as silent. That part would be hard for me, but I thought back to it would be very hard for me. But I thought back to, what is it called? Assassin's Blade, whenever she went there and trained, and how the
Yeah.
the mute master was, like, teaching her to, like, watch animals and act like animals, and, like, I thought about how many skills she gained in that training, and she
Yeah.
came out of it so much stronger, and so I was like, I feel like I would gain more and more stuff that I could actually do because I'm not a Kraken, I don't have iron teeth and, whatever, but
Yeah.
I chose the Silent Assassins
Yeah.
for
That
sure.
makes logical sense, but I think I'd be more comfortable with the riches. I think I would
I'd
be.
wish. Yeah, for sure. Alright. Would you rather have Lysandra's shape-shifting or Dorian's raw magic?
I went with the raw magic just because Dorian can shift too.
Yeah, he can, but what if it was before he learned the shifting aspect, but you had all the other ones?
I'd probably still go with the raw magic. I don't know.
Yeah, because 'cause you're able to learn any and every kind, you just
I
have to be
think,
exposed to it.
yeah, Lysandra has to put herself in actual danger, whereas Dorian kinda could stand back and fight, and I'm like, "That's way more
Mhm.
handy for a chicken shit like me."
Yeah, it is, and then also too, now that he's got Maeve's mind power and all that, which
Oh, yeah.
is wild that he can take Vogue power and make it his own.
Yeah. I think he had the slightly better power source.
Hell yeah. You know, though, it mentioned in Air of Fire, and I said this in the earlier podcast, but that a female had come through with raw magic, and I still don't know who that was.
Oh, yeah.
But there's someone else in the series that has it. I just don't know who.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about that.
Eh,
Huh.
not me. All right. Would you rather possess Damaris or Goldrin?
I put Goldrin, even though either of them would have been epic.
Ooh, I put Damaris, hands down.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see
I would
that.
love to be able to tell if someone's telling the truth or not just by putting my hand on my sword.
At the same time, I don't know if I'd wanna know when someone's lying to me all the time.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to put your hand on it then.
That's true, but I'd be tempted, and sometimes I just
Yeah.
like to believe what I believe.
Yeah. I could see
I'd be a
that.
nightmare.
No, I'd like to be able to tell who's trying to play me. Speaking of truth telling and all of that, would you rather possess truth telling or foresight?
I picked foresight. I'd
Did
rather
you?
know what's coming. Yeah.
I picked truth telling because the foresight in everything I've ever read or anything is it can change. Like one little thing can
Yeah.
change it. And so I feel like I would see that and be like, "Oh my gosh, this is gonna happen." And it would like change my actions leading up to that. I don't know. I would just rather go about my life and hope for the best.
Yeah, I could see that, but I kind of like the idea that something I do, I can change the future and I can see the path
Girl.
diverge. It'd be so cool.
I just
Interesting.
Would you rather fight for the freedom of Eelway or the survival of the witches?
Funny because I put the survival of the witches.
Me too.
I think I might be a little witch obsessed. I
I
think I'm
think
witch
so.
obsessed.
Maybe you are just a witch.
I am so bad. So bad. Because I was looking and I was like, already pretty much all dead over there anyway? Like by this point?
No, I think that they, like, had killed and started fires on, like, the outskirts of the town, but I know, like, Nehemia's family and all of that was still alive. I would still do the witches
Ah, okay.
anyway
Because I'm like,
because now that Aelin is there, like, Eelway's free. Everybody's gonna be free, now that she's queen. So,
yeah.
but yeah, survival.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you were
Witches.
a witch, though, I feel like Kraken would be everybody's choice over Iron Teeth. So
You're
let's
right.
take the Krakens out. If you were an Iron Teeth witch, or yeah, that's what they are. Which clan would you belong to?
Oh, probably the blue one. Blue bloods,
Blue
right?
Bloods? Same. I'm like
Yeah.
they're like the ones that like, I mean, I guess they call them like religious heretics or whatever, but they're like kind of their head in the clouds, like the thinkers and the dreamers, and that's absolutely more me.
Yeah, they just seem a little less,
Evil?
bloodthirsty.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
less. I don't know,
Other
that's
than
hard.
yeah. I just randomly thought about that one. Okay. Would you rather have a glass of wine with Erewhon or Maeve?
Maeve.
I put Erewhon.
Really?
Yeah. You know, I don't know. I think that in reading about him in Kingdom of Ash and, like, seeing that he loved his brothers and was loyal to them, also was kinda scared, like, I don't know, it didn't humanize him, but it kind of took away a little bit of my hate towards him at the end, whereas my hate
Huh.
for Maeve kept building until the end. So I think at the very end of the series, it kind of flip-flopped for me which one I liked and disliked or trusted more.
Yeah.
And I don't trust Maeve at all. She'd be up in my head. I don't want her in my head. I'd rather what you
Yeah,
see is what you get with Erewhon. He's gonna give it to you right out front, and Maeve is playing manipulative games behind the corner or behind the scenes.
that's true. That's true, but I still think she'd be a very interesting get a couple glasses of wine and her, she'd be spilling all her secrets.
Maybe, maybe.
be
I don't know, I just
interested.
wouldn't want her in my head.
No, I wouldn't want her in mine either, but I also wouldn't want a collar on, and I kinda think that's what Arrowyn would do to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Neither is
So, if you had to rank the books from favorite to least favorite, I know we already did favorite and least favorite, but where do the other ones fall in the order for you?
oh god, that's really hard because, for the most part, they were all pretty decent. Like, I
Yeah.
would probably put Kingdom of Ash, like, underneath Empire of Storms.
Okay.
Throne of Glass would definitely be 7th. Tower of Dawn would probably be 6th, and that's only because the first part was so fucking boring.
Yeah.
Queen of Shadows would probably be 3rd. Yeah. I can't remember what the other 2 are called right
Ooh,
now. I'm having a brain fart. And the rest of them are kinda just I don't
you're
know, they were
missing Heir of
kinda
Fire and Crown of Midnight.
yeah, they'd probably be 5, 6 slashed because they were both really good, but not
Yeah, they were
my
really good.
tops. And that was really hard. That's really hard because I really enjoyed most of them, and it was only the ones that really stood out as being really great and the ones that stood out as being not so great.
Yeah, I actually on my first read through, whenever I was flying through, I didn't think that I liked Heir of Fire as much as I
Yeah.
do, but I really, really loved Heir of Fire. Like, that ended up being way higher up my list. So
So
I
your
thi I
opinion
mean, I
changed then?
what?
So your opinion's changed on this read through?
Yeah, it did. It
That's
did. I think
crazy.
I have Kingdom of Ash and Queen of Shadows tied for number 1. I can't they're so different, They both end on, like, that hopeful note, though, so I guess maybe that's my thing that I like.
That's your thing! It's cute.
Yeah. So and then below that, I honestly couldn't decide. I think Empire of Storms and then Heir of Fire, but they're close. They're
Yeah.
really close. And then below that, I
That's
have
what I
Tower
mean,
of
it was
Dawn.
hard.
Yeah, and then Crown of Midnight, and then Assassin's Blade, and then bottom, I have Throne of Glass. But
Yeah.
Assassin's Blade and Throne of Glass are pretty even for me.
Yeah, they just I don't think they Assassin's Blade, I understand what she was doing, but it didn't I don't know, I could have done without, I didn't need it. I was quite happy being introduced to these people in the books as they came along. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
like,
really hard because for me, the whole series together is probably 4.25 stars for me. Like, I think she did a really good job of balancing everything out for the entire
yeah.
series.
Yeah, I loved it. Let's see, I had a few other random questions. Okay. If Lorcan did shift into an animal, what would his animal form be?
Do you want my real answer or what I
Yeah,
think is funny? Okay.
absolutely, give it
I
to
think
me.
it would be some kind of, like, big cat, like some kind of puma or a jaguar, something kind
Like a
of
panther?
powerful and vicious, yeah.
I could see
Or
him as
I
a
kinda
panther.
see him being a rooster. I think that would be fucking hilarious.
That's funny. I put a black
Yeah.
bear because he's all dark and whatever, but I could picture him being a bear for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that as well, and they're grumpy. Like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. If Vaughn were actually a part of the series, which power do you think he would have?
Ooh. Ooh, that's a good question. Maybe a shadow wielder as we never fucking see him?
I literally put shadows too, because that's where he's hiding this
Where the
whole
fuck is
series.
he? He could have been down the whole time, we just didn't know.
Yeah, right?
That's freaking funny. We think very similar, eh?
Yeah, we do. We're, like, very aligned on a lot, and then the ones that we're not, we're on opposite ends of the spectrum. So it's a good little
Completely.
mix.
I know. That's fucking funny.
Okay, so pretty much most of the people's magic, I feel like matches their personality. Like, Aelin is fiery, Lysandra is adaptable, Rowan's cold and whatever. So based on your personality, what would your magic be, do you think?
Ooh. Well, I'm very fiery. I am very fiery.
Yeah.
Well, I reckon I would hold a sword and make it flame.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't think I would have, like I don't think I'd have powers to get it out, but I think whatever I'm holding, I could turn into a fire item.
Okay. Yeah, I had fire or shape shifting. as mine.
Yeah,
I'm
I could see
pretty
that. I could see
fiery
that
as
with you as
well.
well.
Yeah, but I'm also
I
like
think
I
that's a
fit
Leo
into
thing, though.
yeah, I also fit into, like, any situation. Like, I can hang out with anybody and kinda get along with them and stuff. I'm like, "Okay, so maybe I could be a shifter." Plus, I would no, I'm just being hopeful.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Yeah, I could see you being very adaptable.
Yeah. So, this was a random question that's actually kind of hard to answer, but I found it interesting. What would Astrid have been like as a mom, and what do you think she would have named her baby? I knew.
That's really hard. I think she would have been a really, really good mom. I think she would have
No.
changed the way the witches were handling, training the next generation. I think she would have been soft and sweet. And oh, that's really sad that she didn't get to do that. Like
I
really
know.
sad.
She would have been
Do we know what gender the baby was? Did they say? Or was it just
I'm
stillborn?
pretty
And
sure
I
they
think
pretty
that's
much all have girls,
yeah, I was gonna say
right?
I think that that just popped into my head.
Yeah, because Manon's dad was, like, a very rare born witch, like, I think all the witches are pretty much women. So I'm assuming it would have been a girl.
Yeah, I think you're right. I
Uh,
don't know about a name because they would have
she
had
would
to
have
have
been
something witty.
yeah, I couldn't come up with a name because I don't feel like she would call her by I feel like she'd have, like, some cutesy weird little nickname, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, Chaos Muffin or Gremlin or something,
Chaos muffin.
I don't know. Something like, to address the chaotic nature of them, but also, like, something cute.
Yeah. Like, if it was gonna be, like, a regular human baby name, maybe something like Hope because, that's where she was hopeful of a nice future, but I can't think of anything cool. I got nothing.
Yeah, I couldn't either, but she would definitely be a good little fiercely protective and sarcastic and fun and, like, creative mom because she was, like of all the witches, I feel like all the witches were, like, straight-laced and, unsmiling and
Yeah.
uncaring, but Astrid was always, like, kinda marched to her own drum and was a little unlike
Yeah.
them in that regard. Uh,
Yeah.
okay. Do you think that Rolf will name his sea dragons? Like, that's Kevin. Mm-mm. Don't look at him.
Oh. Yeah,
Do you think he has a
probably.
playful side to him enough to do that? I guess is the real
I
question.
think he does. I think he does because that kind of comes across in the way that the way he talks with Aelin. Like you can see that the banter is there. So yeah, I think he would come up with names.
I think so too. I think that'd be so
Not
fun.
wanting to either, it'd be accidental.
Yeah,
Not like him
yeah.
thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna call that one." So he would just come out and it would just stick.
It would be the ones that, like, piss him off. He'd be like, "God damn it, Gavin," or whatever. There's a Gavin in this
Yeah.
series. That's the wrong name. Okay, but
Fuck, that'd be hilarious.
yeah,
That's so
I can see
funny.
that for sure. And would you give up any of your years or dreams for Spider Silk?
No. I wouldn't
I
even go
wouldn't.
anywhere near them. No. No,
I
thank
wouldn't
you. No, I'm
either.
good. No, no,
Okay,
no,
so I
no,
have
no.
a few more which character is most likely to questions. Okay. Which character is most likely to deliver a battle speech that turns into a roast?
Fenris.
I put Aelin on that one, but
Yeah, but
I
she's
could see
really
them
obvious. I think you automatically know when she starts talking that's gonna happen.
yeah, that's just who
Sh
she is.
yeah. I think if you ask, that's just how it's gonna be. You're just gonna expect that.
Which character is most likely to fall in love with the enemy just because they're hot?
Dorian.
That's what I put too. I mean, hello, Manon.
Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't care. Pretty's pretty.
Yup. Okay, which character is most likely to start a dramatic slow clap at the end of a victory speech?
Alien.
Ooh, okay, I put Fenris for that one.
Yeah, I could see that one too, but I already used him, so.
Okay, which one is most likely to turn into a meme if they existed in our world? Or which ones will make a good meme?
Probably Rowan with the grumpy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I put
I could see
Lorcan for the
that.
grump.
Yeah,
I
or
put
Larkin.
Adian for looking dumb. Lorcan for the
Yeah,
grump,
yeah.
and Lysander tricking someone, pretending to be someone else and getting them mad or annoyed, AKA her
Rolling
reality
her
show.
eyes. I could see her rolling her eyes.
Yeah. Alright,
Amazing.
which character is most likely to insult someone so elegantly that they say thank you?
Probably Irene. A lead would just say it and you'd be like, "Oh my fucking god."
Ooh, I didn't think yeah, a lead has tongue is too sharp to even put in that category. She would make them cry.
No, no, she would make me cry, I think.
I could see Irene, she's very well spoken. I put Dorian though, because he's super clever and he's really good with his wordplay, and he's very
Yeah.
charming, so, like, he might deliver it in a way where you're like, I don't know, more
Yeah, I
receptive
could
of
see
it, I
that
guess.
too. I could see that too.
Okay, and then my last one is which character would be most likely to find, adopt, and dress up a random animal because they're cute?
Ooh, I don't know. Um, I don't know, maybe Gabriel? That's really hard.
I was about to say I was torn between Aelin, Fenris, and Gabrielle. Aelin and Fenris because they're playful, and they'd be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, look at him, he's so cute," but, like, Gabrielle because he's nurturing and like, "Oh, I wanna take care of
Yeah.
this."
Yeah. He's such a sweetheart.
He
So sad
is.
he
Oh,
died.
RIP. Alright. So the last thing I've got on here is fan casting.
Yes. I'm excited for this. This is where I wanna finish off.
Okay, cool. Okay, so we will do one real, legit fan cast and then one funny, humorous one that is definitely not the right person to cast, but it would be hilarious.
Yes.
Okay, so who did you pick for Aelin?
So, realistic person I picked was McKenna Grace. I think because she has blonde hair, she's young. I think she'd fit the
Okay.
role really well, and she's really adaptable. She was in the new Ghostbusters movie. I know you haven't seen it. She was
Mm-mm.
brilliant in that. She was absolutely superb. I think she really would nail it. Really nail it.
Cool. Um, and then who'd you put for your ridiculous one?
I put Kristen Bell.
Oh, I could see that. She'd be fun.
Yeah, I think she'd be hilarious. Like, I think she'd
Okay.
be a really good fit for like a comedic version of Throne of Glass, which is
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, I
where
could
my
see that
theme
too.
went.
Cool. So for Aelin, I
Who'd
put
you pick?
for my real one, Freya Allen, which is have you seen The Witcher?
Ooh, yep, I have.
Yes. So I put Freya Allen for the real one because gosh, she plays that role very well. And then for my funny one, I put Amy Poehler.
I think that would be freaking hilarious.
I
That'd
also
be
have a Tina
so fucking
Fey in
funny.
here down further, so I was like, well, they'll get along well.
No, I love that. I love that.
All right, what about Rowan?
So I went with he's pretty much an unknown. His name's Noah Fernley. He like I saw him in a movie. He just had a bit part in a movie, and he's like pretty tall, and like I could see him bulking out for the part, and he'd fit McKenna Grace really well.
Mhm.
And he's kind of a cutie pie, and I could see him doing the brooding thing really well.
All right. I'm gonna have to look these people up because I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
funny one. I went with Steve Buscemi. I think he'd be
I
fucking
had him
hilarious.
on one of those, but I didn't know who it would fit as, so I'm so glad you put him on here because I wanted to use him, but I was like, "Who is he?" That's
Oh,
awesome.
fuck! Because I was like, "It has to be somebody so anti-Rowan to play Rowan." So I was like, "Yeah, this would be
So
hilarious."
I actually could not decide for Ron because he is hands down the hardest person to cast for me, but I asked
Yeah,
my husband's hilarious. So he goes, "You know what you should do?" I was like, "Well, Henry Cavill would be the right answer, right?" And he goes, "Yeah."
yeah.
So then cast Liam Hemsworth as the funny one because he's the new Witcher that everybody's bitching about.
I you know
And
what?
I was like,
I had a similar thought. I almost thought about that, and I'm like, Henry Cavill's like, is he too old to play Rowan? That's
"Yeah, but
kind
I
of where
mean
my brain.
but technically Rowan is like 500 years old, so yes
I
and
know, but
no."
I think yeah, but didn't I read somewhere that he looks like he's in his early 20s? I'm like,
Probably.
I could probably get away with it. It's Henry Cavill, for fuck's sake. Like,
He could get away
he's
with it for, like,
everybody.
a book, but he couldn't do it for the whole series whenever he's in his 50s by the end of
No,
it or 40s, whatever.
no. But that's fucking hilarious. That's
Yeah, I know, I was
hilarious.
like,
Your
"That's
husband
great."
is
I didn't have a
hilarious.
good answer, so but my original one, I didn't have a good one, and I was like, "Well, we'll give him Rob Schneider for his funny one."
I love that. He's hilarious. I see we went on a similar path that we went for comedians. That's
Yeah,
bloody
yeah, well,
funny.
because if you're going ridiculous, go all out, right?
Oh, yeah, go big or go home.
Okay, so who did you choose for Dorian?
I picked Austin Butler, and it was really hard because he's such a You had to find someone really pretty, and the reason I picked him is because he played Elvis in the Elvis movie, and he did such a good
Yeah.
job. He's such a good method actor. I think he would nail Dorian. I really do. I think his acting skills would really bring Dorian to life.
For my realistic Dorian, it was so hard because, like, I don't know, no one is pretty enough for him, I feel like, I went down rabbit holes trying to find the right person, and I guess the closest one I don't even know how to pronounce his last name, but Thomas Doherty?
I don't know who that
He's
is.
got, like, a he's very pretty, he's got very pretty bone structure, but, like, he also has this, like, dark and dangerous look about him, I guess.
Ooh,
I
I
feel
like
like
that.
he was a good pick. Who was your, ridiculous Dorian?
I picked Adam Sandler.
I
I
picked
was
Ben
watching
Stiller.
Happy Gilmore. I was watching Happy Gilmore, and I'm like, he'd be good. He'd do a good
That's
job.
funny. Yeah. I picked the Ben Stiller because he's the right complexion, blue eyes,
Yeah,
dark hair.
he would have nailed it as well. That would have been brilliant.
Alright, let's move to chaos.
Picked
Um,
Tanner Buchanan for this one because I don't know if you've ever seen like the reboot of Karate Kid, like Cobra Kai.
I don't watch a lot of I haven't seen a lot of shows and TVs or movies.
Oh my god, he was so good in that, and I could really see him because he's a fighter. He did a lot of karate stuff in the TV show, so I could see him fighting as Kale really, really well. Like I think he would do a
Okay.
really good job. Who'd you pick?
Alright. I picked someone named Brian Altimus. Some of these people I haven't even seen act. I've just seen their faces, and I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel
you
like he."
went for the pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the people like Aylin, obviously, I've seen her play that type of character, so I know she could do it well, but I
Yeah,
pretty much just went for looks. And then
yeah,
for my, ridiculous one, I put Seth Green.
that's good. I like that. I went with Jack Black.
Oh my gosh. No,
I did. That's exactly what I put Jack Black.
Jack
I'm
Black
like,
has
come on,
so
he'd be
much more personality.
hilarious.
Yeah, but
That
he's
would be
got so much
so
more
fucking
personality
funny.
than Kale. Kale's, like, straight-laced.
I know, but I was thinking to myself, could you imagine Jack Black trying to be serious whilst he's not being funny? I think it would be
No,
hilarious. Like, I think the
it
body
would be.
language would be there. It would be
Yeah,
great.
I would love to see our ridiculous cast act out a scene or something
I know.
all together.
I could see it being like a fun comedic version of it. It'd be brilliant. It'd be so good.
Yes. Alright, what about Irene?
Picked Raquel Justice for this one. I think she was in the Batman TV show. I don't know if you've ever seen her, but she was really, really good in that. She was so
Was
good.
she?
And she has like the curly hair.
Oh, right.
I could just see her pulling it off, like fierce, quiet fierceness.
Yeah. I put Antonia Gentry, which have you seen Ginny and Georgia?
Love that
The
show.
the
Love
daughter
it.
from there, I'm like, I could so see her being lovable, but also fiery, and she's got the hair, and she's beautiful.
She is just stunning. She's a great
Yeah,
actress too. Really good actor.
she is. So I put her, and then for my ridiculous one, I put Alana Glazer. Have you
I don't
seen
know who
Broad
that
City?
is. No.
Oh my gosh, I feel like you would enjoy it. It's a ridiculous comedy. She's a comedian, but she's also an actress. She is a hot mess. I love her. I
Yeah.
was gonna say, if you need a show that you just wanna, like, laugh at its ridiculousness, it's Broad City. I love it.
Okay. I'll give it a shot. I'm always looking for new shows. I actually went with Wanda Sykes. She's like the funniest black comedian ever. She's
She
hilarious.
is
She's in
funny.
Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I love that show because she's just always she catches Larry doing stuff. She's like,
She's
Larry,
funny. I
Larry,
like her
Larry.
voice.
And I can see it.
I like her voice. It's not a very healing voice or calming voice, but I like it.
No, no, but I think she'd be great.
She would. Alright, what about Lysandra?
Okay, I went with Natalie Aylen Lid. She she's such a, like, blonde, pretty girl, but she's such a good actress. The amount of stuff that I've seen her in but she doesn't have big parts, and I'm like, she's clearly not giving someone good enough to get big parts at this point because she's so
No.
talented. She's so talented. I could just see her playing Lysandra. Be epic.
Awesome. Yeah, I went with Phoebe Tonkin. I feel like I've seen lots of people cast her for Lysandra because she actually looks a lot like her,
Yeah,
but and
I
then
could see that
for
one as well.
yeah, and then for the ridiculous factor, I definitely went with Tina Fey because Aelin and Lysandra, Amy Poehler and Tina Fey, they obviously have to be BFFs.
See, and I did something really similar to you. I went with Justine Lupe. And I don't know if you've seen the TV show. It's called Nobody Wants This on Netflix. They play the two sisters. They're fucking hilarious together. Hilarious. Yeah.
Awesome.
I
Love
kind
it.
of went where you went. I paired my
Yeah.
two off the same.
Yeah, you
Fucking
gotta have
funny.
chemistry on the set, on our fake
Yeah.
make-believe set.
Yeah.
Alright, who's next? Maeve.
Okay. I actually picked, and I don't much care for her as an actor, but I think that she'd do really well as Maeve. I picked Sophie Turner.
Oh, I love you don't like her as an actress? She's the one from Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah.
I love
It's
her.
right. No.
I
I
love her as a
can't. She was in
human.
X-Men. No, but I think she would make a really good Maeve. I do. I think she would have made a brilliant Maeve.
I could see that. I actually had her on my list. I ended up whenever I was fan casting for, A Court of Thorns and Roses, I had her on my list for Amarantha, and then I saw Anna Taylor-Joy or Joy Taylor, I'm not sure, and I was like, "She's
Yeah.
Amarantha." Even though I've seen
Yeah.
some people cast her as
Yes.
Manon, and I'm like, "I could see it, but she's more Amarantha."
Yeah. No.
Okay, so for my Maeve, I literally saw a girl on Instagram, and, like, everything about her eyes and her bone structure and everything, I was like, "That is Maeve." I know you're just a lady who does makeup on Instagram, but you're Maeve. If you wanna act, I would give you the part. But Eva
Whoa.
Green would be my real actress that if I had to pick one.
Oh, Eva Green. Oh, I can
Yeah,
see that.
she's got the, like,
She's really
deep
good.
kinda yeah, she's got that deep, like, dark, like, I
Yeah,
don't
I
know,
freaking
evil
love
kinda
her. How did I
eyelid.
not think of her? How
Yeah,
could I
I could see her
I
doing
can't
really
believe I
well.
missed that one. Wow. Yeah. No, that's it. You nailed it. That's it.
Yeah,
Right there.
and then for my ridiculous one, I put Kathy Bates.
Oh,
She's a
Kathy
phenomenal
Bates. I
actress,
freaking love Kathy Bates.
so
Do you
yeah.
know, I went really old with my one too. I went with Clarisse Leachman. I don't know if you even know who that is,
I
but she's like
don't
a really old comedian. She's so fucking funny. She does this TV show called Raising Hope, and she's got like dementia and she has no idea what's going on, and the shit she gets up to causes the family all these problems. I literally almost wet myself watching this chick. She's like taking her bra off, flashing workmen. It's hilarious. That's really
okay, well
funny that you went with Kathy Bates. It's funny.
yeah, but I was going to go with so my ridiculous one I was gonna go with, I was like, "This is perfect," but it's so perfect, it's not ridiculous even though she's really old, is Emma Thompson. She is a phenomenal actress, and even though she's, like I don't know how old she is, she would still kill it because she's still super hot.
Oh, she would.
But so I don't think I was like,
Oh,
she'd be
yeah.
perfect. I don't think I could put her as my ridiculous because she's not ridiculous enough. But that was my first instinct.
No.
She would play a phenomenal Maeve.
Oh my god, she'd be brilliant.
Like seeing
Wow.
her in Cruella, like she was such a good like villain.
Oh, yeah. No, that's yeah, she'd be perfect. She'd be totally perfect.
She's one of my
Love
favorite
that.
actresses. Her range is phenomenal.
She's done, like,
Watch her
classic
as
stuff, like
Professor Trelawney and then go watch her as the Baroness in Cruella, and you're like, what? Same
oh, yeah.
person?
Yeah. She's got beautiful range. Beautiful range.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Love it.
Did you say your Maeve yet? I don't remember.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I didn't know who it was. Okay, Fenris.
Okay, so for my real one, I picked KJ Appa. He was in Riverdale. I kinda get the feeling he'd really do well in that part because he played Archie. I don't know if you've ever seen Riverdale.
I have not. I haven't
Yeah.
seen a lot of stuff.
No, you haven't. I'm like, I
I
really struggled. I watch a lot of TV.
I've never been big. I've always just read a lot or like done puzzles and listened to audiobooks. I go through
Yeah.
phases. I'll go through phases where I'll watch TV every now and then. Like whenever my husband's not on a video game kick, we'll be like, "What do you want to watch?" So it
Yeah.
just takes me a long
Oh, I
time.
like that.
Yeah.
So who did you pick?
Um, I actually couldn't find anybody for Fenris, and like the closest one I guess I could get to was Austin Butler, and you picked him for Dorian.
Ah,
But 'cause I could see him playing
I could
the
see him
fun
there.
whatever.
I actually, you know what? I could see him there as well. He's such a versatile actor. I think he'd be great. I think he'd be great anywhere.
I do too. He's still my Tamlin. And
Who
then
did you
for
pick
my
for?
ridiculous Fenris, I
Yeah.
picked a young Zach Galifianakis.
I could see that though. That's the worst part is I actually could see that.
I feel like
Yeah,
his personality would fit it pretty well.
I think so as well. I went with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
He was one of my options for Lorcan
Was he
because I pictured
really?
him with a big
Look
long
at
wig,
me.
yeah.
We think so similar, it's not even
Yeah.
funny. That's hilarious.
Okay, so let's move to Lorcan. My funny one was either The Rock or Eugene Levy.
Oh,
Am I pronouncing
Eugene
it?
Levy.
I just
That
the
would have been
eyebrows, I
hilarious!
could
Look
picture
at
that.
this!
I couldn't find any pictures
Oh
of him
my
with his glasses on, though. I was, like, looking, I'm like, "Ugh, those round
God,
glasses do
that's
not match Lorcan, but the eyebrows do."
yeah, well, I picked it's funny because for my funny one, I picked Danny DeVito.
The tiniest human for the biggest man. That's funny. That's so
Oh
funny.
my god, if you're gonna do it, just do the complete opposite. It'd be so funny.
Yeah.
Him there standing there, his sword's bigger than him.
Yeah. That's so funny. He's got a big character energy.
Exactly. And I actually picked Hunter Doohan for, the, proper pick, though. He's in Wednesday. He'd be really good at Lorcan, I think. Like, the serious, like,
Oh,
mm, yeah.
okay. My serious Lorcan, I picked Aiden Turner. We've got
I
a
don't
similar idea for looks.
yeah, I don't know who that is.
Okay, and then for Gavriel, I did not have anybody that I picked for the serious
No?
one, but for my ridiculous one, I picked Jason Segel.
Yeah, I could see that.
I could see
I
it.
love him.
Yeah,
I love him.
me too. And he's, like,
I
super
love
goofy
him.
and lovable, but, like, super caring all the time. Like, he's a good Gavriel, I think.
I think so too. I went with Seth MacFarlane.
Okay. Okay, I like that.
Oh, I think that'd be hilarious. I could just imagine all these people working together. They would just be nonstop laughing on set. I don't think any
I was
real
about to
work
say, I
would
feel
get
like they
done.
get nothing done.
No, there'd be no work. It'd just be laughing. It'd just be like 2 hours of bloopers. I could just see it now. And for the
Yeah,
real one, I actually picked Gabriel Basso. I know you don't watch a lot of TV, but he was in the Night Agent, and I thought he would do a really good job bringing like
okay,
the
cool.
sweetness and yeah.
Yeah, thought of a sweet guy. Okay, and then I know that's all we had on our list, but I did find a guy that I really like for Arobyn, and his name is
Oh
Cody Fern,
yes,
and he looks so young, but he's actually, like, in his late 30s,
I know.
and
He does American Horror Story.
yeah, he's just got that, like, I don't know, the look in his eyes and, like, the way that he moves his mouth and face and everything, I'm just like, "That's Arobyn."
Oh no, yeah. I'm sorry, I wouldn't have even have argued with you on that one. You nailed it.
Yeah.
And he is such a good actor that I already
Mhm.
hate him from American Horror Story. Like he was such a good baddie.
I already hate him, so he's
Yeah,
perfect.
he was perfect. I wouldn't have to learn to hate him. I already did. He's such a good
I
actor.
know, for sure.
That was so much
It
fun. God,
was
my stomach hurts
fun.
laughing. That was so much fun. I think that was a really great way to wrap up such a phenomenal series on a more
Yeah,
excited
a
note.
lighter note. I
Yeah,
agree.
that was
I
so
had
much
so much
fun.
fun doing this whole series.
I have as well, and I got so much out of doing these deep dives. I felt like I got more from the story. I feel more connected to the story too. It's really strange because I don't usually get so attached to characters. Well, maybe one in a series, but not many.
Yeah,
Thank you for
I loved
guiding
them
me
all.
through the whole thing.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. So, if you
yeah.
guys wanna follow along with us, we will be jumping into Quicksilver next. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm so excited about Brimstone coming out.
Oh, I am so excited. I have a pre-order. I have a
Me
pre-order. My
too.
Quicksilver copy is here. I'm gonna do a reread. I have the
Ooh.
audio book too. Are you doing audio or are you reading? What's your
The
plan?
first time I ever read Quicksilver, I did audiobook, but I've since bought the book, so I'm gonna do both because I have it on Audible still. But I ordered the actual physical book for Brimstone, so I'll probably just read it. Unless I can get it
Okay.
checked out on my library, but it's probably got such a long hold time once it's released that I doubt I'll be able
Yeah.
to do both. But I
Yeah,
did
I kinda get
pre-order
the
it.
feeling it's gonna be that with me.
And since we are splitting it into 2, I am gonna have to make myself wait for, like, a week to start it, but that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
It'll be worth
It's
it to,
gonna be
like
hard.
yeah, it'll be worth it to be fully refreshed and, like, be able to pick up on like, I don't know. I like doing a reread before, but, like, doing a deep dive will be even better.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Me too.
Awesome. We really hope that you have enjoyed this episode of Throne of Laughs. Hannah came up with that name. I think it was absolute genius. We had such a good time coming up with the questions and answers for you. If you have any answers to any of the questions and would like to join in, add them in the comments. There's a comment section on Spotify and on YouTube. You can follow Hannah on her Instagram at the Toppling TBR underscore Hannah. You can follow me on Instagram at the Toppling TBR underscore Stacy. Our YouTube channel is at the Toppling TBR, and our Spotify is at the Toppling TBR as well. We hope you have an excellent reading week, guys, and we will catch you on the next episode with Quicksilver by Callie Hart.
Yes, can't wait. See you later.
Take care, readers.